Hello, I'm 𝗲𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗀, interior designer at BertO, and today I'm taking you on a journey to discover the trends for 2026 in living areas. We'll be looking at finishes, materials, surfaces, and shapes, starting with examples from our own collection. For 2026, the trend already seems to be quite clear. Lines are becoming softer and more cocooning, materials are getting warmer and more tactile, while colors create cozy, balanced spaces designed to be truly lived in every day. The trends for 2026 are leaning towards warm, textured, and enveloping palettes, where the real stars are the so-called sensory neutrals. Colors like ivory, beige, dove grey, and ecru, backed by darker, more textured, earthier tones like bronze, thus become the foundation for an interior design that fully meets the new trends for 2026. But what really defines the atmosphere of a living room are, above all, the warm tones of natural wood. Oak, with its authentic grain and ever-changing shades, brings depth, elegance, and an immediate sense of balance to the space. We find it in the passenger coffee tables, the IAN bookcases, and our seating, where wood is never just decoration, but a living material that dialogues with the home's architecture. Materials are becoming the true protagonists of the furnishing project. No longer just surfaces with a purely aesthetic value, but elements capable of telling a story, characterizing a space, and defining its taste and aesthetic. In the hilly sideboard, for example, the natural grain of the canaletto walnut or oak isn't hidden, but celebrated. Every piece is different from the next, unique and alive. Alongside wood, stones are emerging with irregular, textured surfaces, like the travertine used in the passenger coffee tables. Here, perfection gives way to naturalness. Pores, shades, and imperfections become assets, bringing a sense of authenticity and connection with nature to the interiors. At BertO, we've used these palettes for the David sofa and the passenger coffee tables. The warm tones of the Mars fabrics and space leathers create harmony with natural materials like wood and stone, making anyone who enters feel instantly at home. Upholstery isn't just a detail, it's not a mere aesthetic whim, but an integral and fundamental part of both the comfort and the aesthetic perception of the product. Soft, cozy fabrics like Mars and silky, textured leathers like space, used for the David sofa, or the funk fabric transform furniture into an experience to be lived every day, not just looked at. The quality of the materials, their tactility, and their consistency dialogue with the space and the body, helping to create a feeling of authentic well-being. The color palette of the David sofa is, in fact, designed to harmonize with all the creations in the BertO collection, ensuring visual balance and design continuity in every configuration. Another key trend is the return to soft, rounded curves. Fluid lines are replacing the sharp edges and rigid grids of the past, giving life to more welcoming and relaxing environments. Curved shapes have an immediate impact on the perception of space. They make it more harmonious, continuous, visually light. They eliminate the feeling of rigidity and encourage a more natural reading of environments, also improving the quality of daily living. The 𝗃𝗃𝗃 modular sofa is an emblematic example. Its soft shapes are not just an aesthetic choice, but a true statement of comfort. They invite you to sit down, to change position, to relax without constraints. It is a design that is not just to be observed, but to be lived every day, transforming the living space into a place of sharing, balance, and authentic well-being. These are the main trends for the living area in 2026. If you would like to see for yourself how these ideas translate into our collections, I invite you to visit our showrooms. This way you can touch and feel the materials, finishes, and fabrics that are redefining the taste of contemporary living. I'll be waiting.